There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. Or shall change once we have attended the coronation. If your Majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, is there aught else you would speak of, your Majesty? Or shall change once we have attended. If your Majesty, is there aught else you would speak of, your Majesty? I have been pursuing all of the channels available. Would your Majesty be willing to venture to Vermont's eastern edge to probe into the young man's origins? Is there aught else you would speak of, your Majesty? Do not forget that we... There is much we ought to tend to. Aught shall change once we have attended. If your Majesty, is there aught else you would speak of, your Majesty? Do not forget that we work...
Look, as long as you please. Must be ready to give the sunlight.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty. Aught shall change once... If your Majesty has... Is there aught else you would speak of, your Majesty? Do not forget that we work...
The false sovereign has been an enigma for far too long. I'll say we make for Vermon's eastern edge and investigate him. I've a rough idea of where our destination lies. Shall I show you there, Master?
Well, now...
Welcome, and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, misers die early deaths. Many thanks. I appreciate the business.
'Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Perhaps a stroll through town. See what I can see.
To break the law is to be thrown in jail.
As I understand it, the pay of a jailer is... miserable for all their toil.
Then we'd best keep some coin on hand to ease our potential warders' suffering and make them an ally to our cause. There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager. We could pick some now and use them when the need arises. Materials such as this can be combined to craft things.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations. Treasure chest! I can hardly wait to open it.
Not all chests contain treasure. How vast this is.
I see no reason to approach. Best we keep our distance.
I'll harvest what I can, should it please you.
While in another world, I happen to spot a treasure chest rather close by here. Perhaps I could show you the way?
Come to think of it, the private quarters of one Arisen I served had many a visitor, and rarely the same one. Might there be aught over there?
Everyone has their own reasons for doing battle. But knowing that doesn't make it any easier to join the fray.
You'll not get past me! Come on, have at it.
Witness my magic!
Drop all your valuables, and I might just...
One ill-timed dodge, and I'm covered in bruises.
Ooh, I can't wait to find out what's inside.
Just imagine the coin we'd gain from selling this.
Deeper pockets make for shallower troubles, they say. At last! I thought we'd never find one. These faces have grown mightily familiar.
You need me at the Vanguard? Say no more. Right. Just follow me.
See what else Seems you run out.
I've got you. Use this chance to recover.
I had a feeling that rest would do us good.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
We've earned ourselves a pat on the back.
Well, I'm sure there's...
One of a sturdy bridge, doesn't it? I'll have to remember to tell my own master about this.
Surely not! You're not living to regret it! I'll put an end to this program.
There's a foe I never spared if I may. Oh, it's marked behind. Will I someone to assist me? We must spare no effort against this foe. We suffer bitter defeat.
A reckless opponent makes for easy prey.
Splendid. This foe was marked to be felled by night whilst on the rift. Now I can report a successful hunt.
Not a bad idea.
Ingredients? They're plentiful hereabouts.
I say we collect as much as we can carry. Master, 'twould be prudent to rid yourself of any excess items. While travelling beyond the rift, I uncovered a treasure chest hidden in this very locale. Shall we seek it out?
It's no more or less than what one might have expected.
We'll find a use.
The creature's corpse will serve us well.
Be sure to aim true.
about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master? Look, Master! Goblins!
Never fear, for I am here. At last! The moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up.
Now, there's a worthy prize. If only 20 far away.
Pleasure to serve you, Master. What is it, Master? You don't look as if you need my help. Oh, apologies, Master. My mind was 1,000 leagues away.
You there! Are you looking to enter the village? You'd best go elsewhere, friend. What's wrong about this place? There's no business to be had here, that's for sure.
don't know about you, Master, but word of a curious village does more to spark my interest than deter it.
You'd best go elsewhere, friend. What's wrong about? There's no business to be had here.
What brings you here?
Here to ask aught of me, are you?
Is that who I think it is? Aye, I reckon so. Rather common looking than I'd expected. But I
Oh, what luck! 'Tis a chest.
Not all chests contain treasure, you know.
You wagered against our visitor. What brings you here?
Ought you needing me?
Fancy a look at my wares? Too much excitement. Rarely.
Ah, you must be the visitor I've heard so much about. Have you some business here in the village? You would know of our village? As you can see, 'tis a simple place, tucked away on the eastern edge of Vermund. Is there aught else I can help you with, sir? Arthur. 'Tis a name unfamiliar to me, I'm afraid. At least, no one by that name lives here, sir. As you like, sir.
Take this. 'Tis something I found. I wanted you to have it.
This is the inn. We've room to spare if you're looking to course. Nothing's free in this world. Glad to be of service, sir.
till you look at my wares.
Never seen you about. You the outsider? My Lord Spoker, come on, follow me. I've something real nice to show you.
Dare I presume I've caught your...
A new destination calls to you, I take it. Say no more. I look forward to seeing where you take us.
The Arisen is capricious indeed. But don't despair. We shall count upon your guidance when the time comes.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
While in another world, I happened upon a treasure chest rather close by here. Perhaps I could show you the way? This way, if you please. Good. We're here. Unless my eyes deceive me, there's something down there. Ah, a material. Useful things, these. Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Did anyone else see that? Aught catches the light.
Let us ponder how best to proceed. Not an enemy in sight. I'm almost disappointed.
I cannot help but ache for a scrap.
I'm not interested.
Greetings. I must say I'm impressed by your intuition, sir. You found me out far sooner than most. I trust you are enjoying your sojourn in our fair village. If you have any questions, ask away. I should be glad to aid you. Arthur, you say? I've lived in this village many a year, but I can't say I've heard of someone by that name. Is there aught else you'd care to ask? You're curious what I know of you? Naturally, I'm not the only one. Our village has its own network of spies and informants, you see. You're the second Arisen to come to Vermont, and you've allied yourself with Captain Brant against the Queen Regent. In response, she's... Oops. I mustn't say another word. Don't misunderstand. I'm no ally of the Queen Regent. I merely strive to maintain neutrality in political matters. Those who deal in information must ne'er align themselves with a particular power. Is there aught else you'd care to ask? If aught about our humble village seems strange to you, that is easily explained. For 'tis here that thieves are instructed in the skills they require. To begin with, those who wander into the village are evaluated for their potential aptitude. Of course, you are no exception. Which is to say, you have my approval as the Thiefmeister. Is there aught else you care to ask? Aye. Take care, then. You, sir, are worthy of inheriting my ultimate technique. Once mastered, 'twill allow you to fell all foes, both minuscule and mighty. Take it.
Thought you might like this, so I picked it up. Here you go. What could yon chest be hiding? I must know. Not all chests contain treasure, you know. Campsite nearby, if memory serves. I camped there myself in another world. Shall I lead the way? Leave it to me, Arisen.
Oh! I'd not have thought we'd find one here.
The thrill of discovery never gets old. Huh. I'll have to remember to tell my own master about this. My thanks. Where would I be without you, Arisen? Behold how the stars shine, Master.
That's just what I was thinking.
This is a good find.
Perhaps fortune has deigned to aid us at last.
What's all this about?
This here, of course. Nothing's free in this world.
Do stop by again. I thought you might. Choose that vocation, Master.
This is, of course. Nothing's free in this world.
Do stop by again. Well met, sir.
I warn you, I suppose I could indulge you. Why, thank you.
Oh!
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
What's all this about?
I'll harvest what I can, should it please you. If you must go off on your own, there's...
You made it after all. Guess that means I win. Oi, you lot best pay up.
Dear me.
You're here. I've been waiting for you.
You didn't disappoint, did you? You've done well. Seems only fair I answer any questions weighing on you. Go on. Ask away. Figures you'd want to know about him. We're supposed to be neutral. Ordinarily, I wouldn't say a word about one of our jobs. But I suppose I can tell you, the situation being what is. His real name is Dara. He was one of us, but he's been exiled. We had no choice, see? After he went off to play the false Arisen, we're men and women of shadow. Center stage isn't our place to stand. That's why he was cast out. That all you wanted to ask? For all this, Dara was in line to become the next Thief Maester. But he failed. Took a massive injury to the chest during the trial. So the title fell to me. That's when he went off, saying he used the scar in his chest to pose as the Arisen. And what a scheme that turned out to be, eh? Still, you'd have a hard time proving that he's not who he says he is. He's a wily one, that Dara. But we can't have him thinking that he gets to go off and enjoy a peaceful life in a lap of luxury after breaking our code. Methinks he needs something to remind him of the debt he owes us. Here. Now, as to the Maester's teaching, not sure you'll be able to use it to its fullest potential, but I'll show it to you. That all you wanted to ask? What can I say? Not many people bother with this place. Luckily for me, you were different. Knew I was right to bet in favor of the Arisen. Anyway, most visitors get fooled into going up to the manor. We send them packing with a trifle, and if they don't question it, good riddance. We only train the rare few who make it here. Some might go so far. That all you wanted to ask? Aye. Till next time, then.
Just grateful I get to lead a quiet life.
I'm going to go exploring.
You're the one, then? Fine. I'd hoped I'd not be...
Thank you, sir.
Huzzah! I'll not take that from you. This won't do.
All this worrying's giving me an achy back.
Quiet, but I like it.
Master. I thought I might never see you again.
Our party is reunited. Surely we can ask for no more than that.
Well met, sir.
Ah, you must be the visitor I've heard. As you like, sir. Ah, you... Dara. That man isn't associated with our village anymore. In fact, if e'er you should meet him, pray inform him that he is no longer welcome here. As you like.
Right, just follow me.
This is the air course. Nothing's free in this world.
Glad to be of service, sir.
A fine vocation.
This is for you, Master. I thought it... might come in useful.
We've arrived well enough. Where to next?
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to have you divined aught of the false sovereign, your majesty? This appears to be a bill calling for the arrest of a man named Dara. But hold a moment. Does this man's countenance not bear an uncanny resemblance to that of the false sovereign? I see. If your majesty is certain that the two are one and the same, then I am convinced as well. However, I'm afraid that... but of course. I surmise you a clever plan. Furthermore, 'twill serve as an attestation to Dara's existence, and all the while, the doubts lurking in the hearts of the citizenry will continue to deepen. A clever ploy indeed. I've no doubt that this bill would prove its worth in due course.
That thief maester's a capable sort. I'd wager this'll make life rather difficult for the Queen Regent. First things first.
There is much we ought to or shall change once. If your majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, 'tis best you. Is there aught else you would speak of, your majesty? Or shall change. If your majesty, is there aught else you would speak of, your majesty? Do not forget that we.
It seems you've somewhere else in mind you'd rather...
Well, and quality's what you need if you want to survive. So if we... check the price. Just remember, I hope to see you again.
This ladder can take us to new heights.
After you, Arisen.
well then, son. How might I be of service?
You can do this! I believe in you.
'Twas a fascinating tale those soldiers outside the palace were discussing.
Oh, did it pertain to the Queen Regent? And an important personage, perchance?
Aye.
Tell is, her ties to this figure from the neighbouring country have a romantic tint.
Ah, how I've longed to embrace.
It's dark out, but we mustn't let that dim... our spirits.
Step lively. Journey by starlight shall make for a nice change of pace.
I hope you slept well. Our road was a long one, but here we are at last.
There is much we ought to tend to, or shall change once we have if your majesty has any unfinished bit. Is there aught else you would speak of, your majesty? Or shall change once we have if your majesty is there aught else you would speak of, your majesty? Do not forget that we... There is much we ought or shall change. If your majesty is there aught else you would speak of, your majesty? Do not forget that we work to serve...
The rules at your
Take opportunities as they come, I say.
Oh, could use a rest.
There is much we ought to tend to, or shall change once we have if your majesty has any is there aught else you would speak of, your majesty? or shall change once we... If your majesty has any on... Is there aught else you would speak of, your majesty? Do not forget that we work...
While we're here, shall we take care of that other task we were entrusted with as well?
We'll make our way there in time. As to whether 'twill be sooner or later, that is for the Arisen to decide.
The sun. Of yon ox cart has brought all my fatigue to the fore. Shall we climb aboard?
They can be most convenient.
This ox cart's bound for...
I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Not good will come of this.
I could do this all day!
Upon my life,
I've a selection of wares that sure... to please. Pleasure doing business.
It takes two to make a sale, and this seller had nothing to tempt us with. Our funds are better spent elsewhere.
I wish I knew your restraint, Arisen.
Uh-huh. There's something written.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Always a pleasure.
Mind than mine to solve this.
Well, could use more places like this.
My bed calls and I shan't resist.
I've a modest talent for spotting materials that can be used to enhance your equipment.
I sleep on my worries.
Ever since the reign of Ruth, the village of Malv has played an indispensable role in the Yet twice now, as the fault here lies with you, Sir.
With all due respect, Sir Martin, our village has dispatched many of its young hands. Was it not the former consul? Yet the stronghold has remained entirely silent.
I know of no such agreement. At the very least, Queen Regent Disa has mentioned naught of the kind.
But I'm quite sure the consul...
You would dare misrepresent the words of the dead? Or do you mean to imply that the Queen Regent has... If so, then Melv's problems run far deeper than I had thought. 'Tis not...
What? I intended nothing of the sort. Pray, let us...
Save your honeyed words, traitor! I must inform the Queen Regent of this development.
You came to see me? Forgive me. Still, how would you like to stay the night? I've yet to repay you for aught you've done for me. 'Twas by your godly efforts that Melv escaped the worst of the dragon's assault. The people of this village are more precious to me than life. Well, now, 'tis time we slept. There is much to be done for the village, and I shan't man...
Where is Ulrika? The Queen Regent has declared that Ulrika be apprehended as a traitor to the kingdom. All who seek to abet her will be tried in turn.
Ulrika is gone.
What?
She stole away in the dead of night. Ask around. Several witnesses can confirm it. I cannot say why for certain, but realizing her plans for rebellion had been found out...
You would have me believe that Ulrika was acting alone? That the rest of the villagers harbor no rebellious intent?
Aye, that's the long and short of it.
Very well. I shall take you at your words. For the time being, your village will be in our hands.
'Tis a ladder.
Ah, there you are. You've heard she fled the village. She left the village that she might fulfill her charge, protecting... As for where she went, I do not know. 'Twould be unwise for me to go looking for her, lest I draw the eyes of the Overseer's troops. However, I can only pray that she does not fall into the Queen Regent. My peace of mind. I can only hope she remains safe, and that the...
Do to neglect.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Time to be headed.
I've not blinked once. Pretty kind to me. Stay out of
Isn't much. To go on.
Oh, that took nary a moment. Now that we're here, what did you have in mind, Arisen?
No! I'm not sending anyone into that cave!
But Jonas, isn't it your duty to aid our people?
I've held my tongue till now, but no longer. This is impermissible. A village as Half's leader, you ought to strike. Can you truly say this decision benefits your people, Jonas?
Who are you to question me? I'll suffer none of your impudence, outsider! Be gone from our village!
I, Jonas, I am an outsider, and therefore have no reason to heed any commands you would give. I shall follow my own will, and do all those with the strength and courage to do the same. Joy.
A rescue mission, is it? And I dare say time is of the essence.
Well then, son. How might I be of service?
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
Tis you. Have you come to join? My thanks. We shan't fare with you by us. The captured villager ought to be within.
No doubt we'll have to plumb the cave depths to find our charge. Shall we press on? I can guide you to the vicinity of our destination, Master.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Seems we've come to the Sawyer's territory. Hope you weren't expecting mercy. We prevailed by the skin of our teeth.
Let us pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off, and try not to slip up again.
Monsters left us a parting gift. I'll see it safely into my pack, don't you worry.
I'm saved. Thank you.
Thank heavens you yet live. Let us be on our way. The other villagers shall be thrilled to...
Don't we have a report to make, Master? We have completed our quest with Harry Hatch. I cannot wait to see Sir Jonas eat his words. I know where that person can be found, Master. This one.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on. We shall have to crane our necks to spot our foes in a place like this.
Let us proceed with caution. Is there any way to climb up there? I'm not sure what we'll find, but it might be something useful.
Leave this to me, Master. I'll see us through. Shall I assist? The fiend unknown is the most perilous.
Pray speak up should you notice aught amiss. Over here!
To think I would meet you here. I cannot return to Melv. Not till my name is cleared. Not till this village also suffered the dragon's attack in the past. I intend to stay here and investigate its whereabouts. Pray, give my regards to everyone back home. Tell them that I swear to return as soon as I can.
A new destination calls to you, I take it. Say no more. I look forward to seeing we...
You have returned triumphant.
Indeed. And now that the task is done, I shall leave Har village, ne'er to return. In exchange, I beg you to forgive those who joined me. I incited them, and so I alone ought to suffer the penalty, yet I will go forth from this village with my head held high.
There'll be no need for that, Ulrika. In light of your good deeds, all shall be forgiven.
After you left, we who remained discussed that which our village treasures most. It is as you yourself have said, a village is nothing without its people. We ought to have learnt that lesson well after the dragon chased us from our homes. Yet 'twas your heartfelt plea that reminded us of it. Ulrika, would you honor our village by becoming its chief? 'Tis our hope that you will guide us, and that your kindness...
Aye, if that is what is needed, I shall rise to the call of duty. I vow to protect this village and its people with my life.
Huzzah! We must inform Captain Brant at once. This way, if you please. While travelling beyond the rift, I uncovered a treasure chest hidden in this very locale. Huzzah! We must inform Captain Brant at once.
Always a pleasure to serve you, Master. I expect Captain Brant will want to hear of this. But of course, Arisen, you may depend upon me. While in another world, I happened upon a treasure chest rather close by here. Perhaps I could show you the way?
Goblins approach!
Never fear. I am here. Fear not. You're safe with me. Come to think of it, the private quarters of one Arisen I served had many a visitor, and rarely the same one.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
Over so soon? Why, I would seem to have come to one beasts thereabouts.
'Tis folly to pick quarrels with beasts.
First things first, we must speak with Captain Brant. You've been tired, Arisen. Where over the plain? Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts. We could pick some now and use them when the need arises. serve you, master. Feast your eyes on this!
I suppose there is such a thing as too much sleep.
A meagre challenge if I ever saw one. This'll be over in moments. Fear not, master. Naught shall befall you while I am here. Might there be aught over there?
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
Guard all you want. Won't make a difference when I've got you see.
To break the law is to be thrown in jail.
As I understand it, the pay of a jailer is miserable for all their toil.
Then we best keep some coin on hand to ease our potential warders' suffering and make them an ally to our cause.
Take it easy today.
What else needs
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should... Be glad to assist you. Do come again.
These writings could be of import.
A thorough perusal might reveal aught of interest.
Welcome. And quality is what you need if you want to... Survive. Hope to see you again.
There are worse things than turning it.
I have a feeling fortune shall favour us this day.
Off we go then.
Oh, I don't know about you, but I am full of vim and vigour. Could you come over here?
This ox cart's bound for Mel. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Riding in an ox cart would be a welcome reprieve.
They can be most convenient, though they travel only. Haven't you a lantern?
That there's a minotaur.
You'll not live to regret it.
Achieve if we honed our talents further.
Should have set the sights lower. My bed goods. And I shan't resist.
This day brings delights.
This ladder can take us to new heights.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Ah, Tisserand, my humblest thanks. You've proven a friend to Melv and me. Tis good to know that Ulrika is safe. Tis good to know that Ulrika is safe. Only...
less sweep and dust before I open.
I'm in fine fettle today.
Fancy a look at my wares?
That's quite enough of the hunting for one day.
I'm in no hurry to leave.
Lots to do.
Predicament.
'Tis good to know that a firm resolve has taken root in my heart since we met. And if anyone can master this technique, go on. Humor and... It is good to know that Ulrika is...
Can I spend my life here if I will sleep soundly tonight?
I've not said no.
I'll take any chance. My bad with someone else.
I'm in no hurry to leave.
I'm not
This ox cart's bound for... I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
Now here's a welcome sight.
Our little band has come to...
mindless men.
Here already? Travelling by ox cart was a welcome change.
There are worse ways to travel, I suppose.
Got to accept life as its ups and downs.
I have no issue falling asleep, even at this time of day. A good sleep does. Getting proper rest is an important duty in its own right. Ah, how I've longed to embrace.
How'd I end up here?
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
I say we quit acting so chummy.
Not good will come of this.
In every age, when the hence, pawns not to mention, they are skilled combatants. 'Tis clear their concept of life and death differs crucially from our own.
This ox cart, I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Hey!
Wasn't prepared. You scared.
Look faster! Goblins!
Prepare yourself!
That's worth celebrating. Wearing armor all day.
You're not meant to be in here.
I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
I suppose all we can do is wait.
I beg of you. Nowhere to go.
Well met. Glad to see you in good... The tyranny of the Queen Regent's faction knows I had intended to endure it till all... I'll be honest with you, as you've earned. The Dragon's Flame has devastated... When I mentioned as much in a letter I had... Only problem is how we're... Perhaps if we could reclaim the... Alas, we villagers are kept under constant... How are you faring? Have you been able to procure any weapons for us? You've reclaimed our weapons. Well done, sir. I am certain the other villagers shall be glad to arm themselves with... My thanks. I'd wager we stand a fighting chance now. The time has come to leave this village behind.
I've got you cornered, rat.
Don't fret, I've got you. With me! Hold your ground. Do not let our foe approach. Have courage! Hold your ground. Do not let our foe approach. Have courage!
Wounded again! May have underestimated this foe. Time to heal up. Hold on, stay right there.
We must withdraw and regroup.
You have my gratitude for aught you've done on our behalf. We'll make for the village Ulrika staying in on our own from here. If I were you, I'd leave this place afore reinforcements arrive. At any rate, this is where we part ways. But if you're of a mind to visit, know that we'll welcome you into our new homes with open arms.
'Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
After you, Arisen.
This way.
You're staring, Arisen. Has aught yonder caught your eye?
This ox cart's bound. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Twas a bumpy ride, but we've arrived all the same.
There are worse ways to travel, I suppose.
There are worse things. Ah, how I've longed to embrace my bedroom. I've a feeling fortune shall favour us this day.
Off we go then.
Getting proper rest is an important...
If I'm lucky, I'll retire afore my ox.
This ox cart's bound for Mel. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
We've arrived well enough. Where to next?
Why does the old man venture out to sea day after day? What does he seek to prove?
He's something of an enigma, isn't he?
Mayhap his maundering will make more sense to us in time.
'Tis a hasty retreat we're beating.
Is there not more to see?
Some ventures are best given up for lost.
They're a useful
So this...
I heard what transpired. Thank you for fighting on my people. You cannot imagine my relief. Can I say... Would you visit... Say... Would you visit me again last night as well?
To browse my wares.
This is just what I needed.
I'll be here, but standing still is harder than it looks, you know.
I've got a good view of the land.
You've come. Glad I am to see. Tis a strange thing. I ne'er knew how vast the sky was, till I left Mel behind. Time and again you have come to my aid. Would that I could repay you in some way. Alas, there is little I have to offer. Yet, if your heart e'er aches for a place to call home, then may this village... No, not the village. If e'er you're in need of a hearth to return to, then let it be mine. Whate'er trials we may face, you understand?
Huzzah! We must inform Captain Brant at once. This way, if you please. I expect Captain Brant will want to hear of this.
A few hours.
The creature's corpse will serve us well.
Are you certain you can manage it? 'Tis an awfully long shot. And now we've a Drake to contend with.
Ice will be most effective against this foe. I have a knack for gathering items, and am ever on the hunt for new... Come to think of it, different masters favour different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have... It's a pleasure to serve you, master. Seems you've somewhere else in mind you'd rather go. If you've no need of my guidance, by all means, lead the way.
Perhaps the Arisen has recalled some more pressing things. Fretful, I feel myself
No, it's the chance to use this.
That's enough.
We prevailed by the skin of our teeth.
Let us pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off, and try not to slip up again.
I know precisely when a curative is needed, Mark.
Tis best we keep our distance from such creatures.
You've my thanks. Take this with my gratitude.
A forgotten riftstone we've not discovered lies nearby. 'Tis this way, as I recall, from my last sojourn beyond the rift.
These ox carts seen better days.
Be on your guard, lest we meet a similar fate.
One cannot be too careful. This is just what's needed.
There's more where they came from.
There's adventure to be had if one only seeks it.
This ladder can take us to new heights.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you.
Always a pleasure.
Could you come over here?
There is much we ought to tend to, or shall change once we have attended the coronation. If your Majesty has any unfinished is there aught else you would speak of, your Majesty? Aught shall change once if your Majesty has any unfinished is there aught else you would speak of, your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to serve the